They're not much at all. These ones are more expensive though. These are a little bit more, you know, more of an in-demand type wing at the moment. So those ones are going to be a little bit more pricey.
And these are more for downwinding and
Well, he's doing flips on them in the waves. So there's mostly we were designing it for going downwind, but it turns out it's a lot of fun to ride in waves. Wow. Yeah. It's like pumping around on it, jumping off of every rock you can find on the island, and just pumps around.
Yeah, for me, I was like on the 180 for like a couple months, and then I got like a 240, and then that's all I was riding.
Which is the 180?
This is the 180, the smallest one.
This is the 240?
This is the 240.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the 240.
You're only riding the 240 now?
Pretty much.
Just like to pump around.
Yeah, like I think to catch as many waves as I can.
There's two different parts of the, what's going on with foiling right now. There's some guys that like him just like to just gouge it. His father really likes to do that. He doesn't really like to ride this in the way. But then there's a lot of the contingent wants to glide around and go fast and pump and catch as many waves as they can.
Yeah, like this one, I just got back from Japan. I got 25 waves in a row, and I was up surfing for 13 minutes on this wing and that tail. So if you have the endurance, I mean, this thing will take you as far as you want to go.
It's not the endurance, it's the age.
I think they're one and the same.
No, I mean, just
Which tail were you using, Austin?
I was on the flat tail over there.
This one?
Yeah.
He's in the smaller one. There's
So
two different
you
sizes.
looped continually 25 and 13 minutes?
Yeah, I got 25 waves in a row without coming down.
Wow.
I was up for 13 minutes straight.
How'd the other guys like you in the water?
Luckily, there wasn't anybody else in the water, so we were good for that one. The regular spot, I don't know how psyched they'd be on that. But yeah, if you got your own little lineup, and then you're having a party out there. So fun. And these tails too are kind of cool because they have you can put a washer in them to adjust the pitch, and that does a lot. Like if you put a washer in, it creates a little bit more drag, but a lot more lift. So you work a lot easier to keep it up, but you don't get as much speed out of it. But like if I'm just cruising around, I like that because you can kind of take it a little easier, kind of relax. But then if I'm gonna try and go a little bit faster and try to crank some harder turns, take the washer out, and it just lays flat, so you can control the pitch for it a lot more. And that's how I usually ride it. But I like to put the washer in because it just makes it easy to connect bumps when you're downwinding and stuff like that. So a lot more customizable, which I really like about these tails. Pretty sick.
What's the difference between a flat tail and the other ones? I just got here.
I'll explain that one.
The flat tail is it's a little bit more advanced tail. It's way faster. It turns a lot quicker. So if you're first going to try like some of these, newer, fancier wings, it's better to stay on the regular tail, unless you're, really advanced. Like some of the guys just jump on it and love it. And other people are like, hey, wait a minute, I'd rather have my regular tail with that wing. So you've got a bunch of different options.
Yeah, like my dad rides a 240 with the Maliko tail. He loves it. So I don't really like that setup as much, but it's like every person likes it a little bit different. Either you have the washer, the tail, or the wing. It's completely customizable how you want to ride. If you want to just take it easy, put on the biggest wing and just take it easy and cruise. Throw on a little smaller wave. Yeah.
Like we've been going downwind. He likes to ride this little 180 because it's super fast. Me, I like to be able to get down the coast without suffering too much. So I put on this big tail wing and this biggest wing here. And then I can kind of go super slow when I'm blowing it and still stay up and not have to restarting it. A lot of restarts down the coast, no, and I'm dead. It's like, okay, party's over. I'm going to limp in now. Now it's like I'm getting gratification just to get down the coast. I'm not worried about going fast at this point. It's more like, okay, I'm not suffering. I made it.
Is that what you ran on the Olokai?
Yep, I ran that one with that tail.
Yeah.
Actually, those two wings, those are my wings.
What did Dave use?
My dad.
Dave used the 210.
Yeah, he was on the 210 with Maliko tail. Yeah, and I was on the 180 with that flat tail.
And Jeremy was on the 180. Tomo was on the 210. So all five of us were in the top 10, so we were all stoked, but we all had different wings.
Another thing I've noticed with the difference between these ones is these ones, they get up a little bit easier in the surf or in the downwinding and the little wind bumps, because they have a little bit more lift, so you can get them up at a lower speed. You don't have to work as hard to get them up. You stay up a lot, or I don't know if they stay up a lot easier, but it's just you don't have to.
They kind of do.
Yeah, you don't have to work as hard to keep it up.
Yeah, the other day I tried to go on that one, and I'm like, I got prone a lot, and I never really stand-up paddled. I've stand-up paddled like a handful of times, so I'm trying to get into it. And then I used that one the other day, and I could get up, but it was like a lot less effort to use this one to get up. And it kind of turned like pretty similar actually to the 240, like this like newer light 200, the one that Brett has. So like,
Yeah, Brett has the new light one.
yeah, like if you're learning, probably like if you're learning how to like get up on the bumps, these are probably a little easier because they have a little more lift. Just in my experience.
They don't usually connect farther than that one though.
Yeah.
That one you get a little bit of speed and then you
one
keep going. Once you got your speed up, it just wants to keep going.
Yeah, you can pretty much take the speed from one wave, and it's so efficient. It just holds that speed all the way through the bottom of the next, up the top of the other. You wait at the top of the next one, you drop back in. Just do the same thing over and over and over again for 20, 30, however many miles you want.
So Alex, a few guys just came in, but I think it's really important how everything's now interchangeable.
Yeah.
You know, so you just
And for all you
customizing.
guys who didn't hear all that before, these are all interchangeable now. This is called the 1.5 version. So there's all of these, like you can buy everything a la carte now. So you can buy a mast and then just buy separate wings, whichever wings you want separately, and then put it all together as, you know, as you go. Like you can buy your mast and then a year later buy a different wing. You know, say you wanted to upgrade. Okay, I want to try that big wing, or I want to try that faster wing. And all of these are way lighter. Like for instance, this Eva is about a pound lighter than the old Eva, and it's all the same amount of carbon, so it's still really, really strong. If you run into the reef, it's just a lighter core. So these will definitely float more, and the polished finish on it is making them perform a lot better too. They're real slippery.
Questions okay? All right. Compatibility with the old mask.
It depends on what mast you have, how thick your mast was. They're all, you know, a little bit different. All of them are
Is it
hair
possible
different.
to work it around?
Well, it was always possible before too, so it's always possible.
They're custom fit them.
Just custom fit it. Like these are what we've done on the newer ones is to oversize it. Try to err on oversizing your wing compared to the mast. So that,
Oversize the female, you mean?
yeah, the female, so that the worst problem for a regular customer is if he gets the wing and he puts it on his mast, his old mast is super tight. You can't get it on, can't get it on. Then you gotta know how to sand the inside of the wing. And you don't really wanna sand your mast usually because you have other wings that fit that mast.
Right.
So you sand the inside of the wing. The easiest way to do that though is with a file wrapped with 60 grit, and you keep it nice and flat and sand the inside of the wing. And we do it at the shop all the time. Like, that's awesome. He's an expert. But you gotta have the right tools and the right know-how how to do it to make it easy on yourself. Otherwise, you can sit there for hours playing. But what we've done is make this sizing compared to this. We try to err on the looser side, so you can put a shim on this if one of your wings is a little looser than the other one. Like we use a lot, we'll put tape on the front of our fuselage. If it's too loose, put it on there. You know, so it's better to be.
Just regular duct tape?
No, don't ever use duct tape. That's a little bit big and sticky.
Gunky.
So we even just use regular masking tape. If it's really small, you can use even Scotch tape. If it's, you know, you're worried about little microns. But I usually use masking tape. Another good one, like Scott likes to use, is air conditioning
Yeah, me too.
tape, the silver tape.
Oil tape?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more of a solid tape, so it doesn't break down so easy.
I have 2 cases of work if anyone wants some. Yeah.
So Alex, everything now moving forward, even after 1.5 gen. So everything that's going to be in the future, we'll be able to adapt now to kind of the current mass. Is this the sizing that you're finding is going to be?
Yeah, we don't like to, you know, change this whole system of how our cone system works, so that anybody who bought something years ago has a chance to be able to, you know, keep up with whatever we come out with next. Like for instance, these 2 yellow wings. It is, you know, theoretical that you put this straight onto your old mast. And if we change the whole front system, then you'll have leave some of the guys behind. So at the moment we're not planning on doing anything like that. We've got some really good ideas on what